Hello there. As I said in one of the videos I made today, I would like to cover one of the replays. In this case, it's one of mine. It was, well, a fairly fun match actually. I have to add, it was very loud here. If we go back, this was my lineup, so it was, well, 2.3. So, of course, it's a lot easier to achieve the 17 kills in this BR lineup, but it was still very fun. I was playing together with a friend, as you can see here. Was apparently trying to grind out some garbage vehicle, and since I also had a module left for the Panzer 3J, I've decided to, well, get along. And it was actually a lot of fun and went fairly well. So I'd like to cover that and see how that goes. And the match pretty much started here. I was coming from the spawn over there. As you can see, my friend is following me, but I decided to cross the river here. And, well, this was also where the first engagement started. As you can see here, the Crusader Mark III is spotted on the other side. And I see him shooting, I see him driving, so I opened fire. And this was incredibly tedious. As you can see, this was already the second shot. It was this guy over here, so you will watch this from his perspective. He also kinda started shooting back at some point. As you can see, I just was shooting absolutely atrociously. Here I was landing the first hit, although I think I bounced actually. Here I think I missed again. Here he fired at me but didn't really do anything. Here I'm unsure what I actually did. I still seem to have not damaged him, as you can see here. So this was quite some forth and back. Oh, you can actually see the MG bullet flying right over me here. Tracers. I think it was, yeah, this shot that actually killed him. So this is kinda how the match started. I then went over here and then over that bridge. The idea being that I wanted to get where the M2A4 is, which I kinda spotted through here, as you can see here. You probably saw him for a split moment, so did I. I actually thought he would come at me. So I put a squad ping down here, but he was actually driving down here. After I realized that he wasn't coming through there, I was, well, assuming he would come out here. But he didn't do that either. He actually ran all the way up somewhere there. I was still thinking that he's somewhere over there, so I kinda moved in here, as you can see. I also pinged over there, because, well, I didn't think he would actually run over there. Thought he was still in this area somewhere. So as you can see here on the map, you can see my cursor, somewhere about here. That's where I expected him. Which is where I started hearing the M22 with the MG bug. Which is a very unfortunate event, and I think it happened twice or twice in this match. As you can see, the MG is constantly firing. This is not the player actually consciously doing it, and here I start picking apart M22. This was really unfortunate for him, because I already heard him before I could see him at all, because of the MG thing. I also disabled his transmission and his turret ring, so yeah, he was just kinda dead there. I also wanted to kill the whole knee of what it was that sat there, but I was too late for that. As you can see, one of the M2A4s, no, actually the M3, that now came from there, has also had this bug. I don't know what I did here. I think he just straight up missed me, so I luckily got him. Then I rushed forward because, well, I did see the M2A4 come, which was the one from earlier. And it took me pretty much until now that I realized the teammate shot him. I was confused for a solid 2 or 3 seconds where the fuck he went, because he was just suddenly gone, because he just literally died right behind his teammate. And this is also where I immediately found my next target, the M2A4. It was sitting here. I believe my friend was actually fighting it with his PVV, I think. Actually, no, he wasn't. Oh no, he was, from over there. Obviously that didn't go really well because he was anchored behind this building. But I think he got this one actually. Which is actually kind of a very long shot for such a vehicle. Also, as you can see, I have 4 kills so far. I will very soon die actually, because I made a very big mistake. As you can see here, I'm not really sure what the fuck to do. because well, I already didn't know what to do when we spawned in this match. As you can see, it only has the A and the B point, and I always kind of lost what to do. And here I just kind of shot the M22 that I already saw driving around in circuits over there. And immediately after an AVT approaches, which is where I make the mistake. You guys also see that AVT. We come back to that in a second. Here anyways I keep shooting that AVT, and there this dude gets me with his Chinese thing, which was really unfortunate. I didn't hear or see him at all. He was playing fairly well over there. Actually not sure how he died, but what. Anyways, let's move on to the next one because it took a while again until something happened. Okay, so after that AVT got me, I spawned in a plane. Because where there was an enemy plane, there was also ground targets everywhere, so I decided to take a little bomb with me, as you can see here. I didn't really want to get to the AVT, as I also think it died actually before I spawned on the plane. Oh yeah, right. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna look for that. But in about approximately 7 seconds, I think it is, I'm going to make my first mistake. Actually the mistake was spawning in the plane to begin with, because you can see it's already 2 enemies. Actually the I-16 over there is the dude that already got me in the SB... Actually no, it's not an SB-AAG. Well, here I completely missed the P40, which, well, no, kind of bothered me, but I just kind of moved on. Went to intercept those guys, the Key 45, F3F, and the I-16. Didn't really expect that to go away. Of course, I keep the bomb on me like the fucking muppet I am. Which caused me to bleed speed, like absolutely. Yeah, well, you can see how I'm bleeding my speed. Unfortunately, I was hoping that the I-16 would, or I was hoping that the I-16 would keep ignoring me. I was kinda getting after the Key 45. As you can see, that bomb kinda just... oh, you know what, this was the point where I realized that the bomb was a problem. And that was too late. As you can very evidently see from this I-16 over 2 points on me. Interestingly enough, I did survive the first hit though. And here this surprised me the most, the Key 45 actually outturned me. I know that the B-409s aren't exactly turn fighters, but I didn't actually expect the 2-engine fighter to get the better of me. And I unfortunately got kind of focused on it. Or tunnel vision if you want to say that. So the P40 got a few shots on me, which luckily didn't really do anything, but that didn't really help a lot because I completely lost the I-16. Which then in a fairly good maneuver, I believe, I managed to set himself behind me, and I kinda stopped caring about the P40. I only really started doing evasive maneuvers over here. Well, not over here at this point. Which is when I had all of the 3 enemies behind me. I was kind of hoping for anti-air support, but yeah, this was the extent of our anti-air, and it wasn't even looking at aircraft, I think. Oh no, it actually was. Never mind. Sorry, netpack. But well, it's not a very good anti-air, and here I died. Because I was being stupid. That's pretty much it. So I actually didn't do anything in this plane. The bomber I shot in the beginning eventually did die though. So I at least killed an aircraft and got an assist on something, I believe. But yeah, this was just absolutely terrible play on my side, I must admit. But as you can see, my friend also spawned into a plane immediately after I died. Here we can see him. He kind of lost the head-on with the I-16. Got his engine damaged, I believe, judging from this, yeah. And I was diving in with my HE-112. He did want to help me, but it was just kind of too late. But I believe he still gets the I-16. Yeah, this, I think where he gets it. Yep, here he gets it. So my death was avenged by him. And then some very fascinating magic happened. I went about to engage the CW-21, but evaded it. And now watch closely. You will see gravity in full action. And no, as you can see, it wasn't because I was the first. Just this kind of happened. Literally this. Just servers fucking died on me. And this actually gave me half a stroke. But well, I think in the end, looking at the kill count I ended up with, etc., this was actually for the better. Alright, and then, as you can see, I spawned back in the Panzer 2H. Or well, not back into it, but I next spawned with this. Actually one of my favorite vehicles, kinda looks like a mini Tiger. If you're wondering about my positioning, I had an absolutely splendid idea to go from the spawn over here and cross the river through the water. Because, well, you can see yourself, aircraft everywhere and I'm open topped. This thing gets picked up by aircraft incredibly quickly. But when I kinda got here, I realized that it was an absolutely terrible idea. Terrible ideas are actually kind of a trend in this match. And you may see it, or have difficulty see it, but this Doggo Wolf dude, I think that's actually the first Crusader again, right? Yeah, that's actually the first Crusader I fought. But this time he's back in a Mark II. Just pay attention to him sitting over here. Anyways, I moved on from my stupid shit over there. And didn't really see anything over there. I just kinda wanted to get to the other side before the aircraft realized I exist. Because their vision is based on movement, and here he just barely misses me. And I kind of didn't manage to figure out what it was, so I just kind of rushed down here and didn't even look now in front of me and ran into this. But luckily the Crusader missed me again, and I spotted the AVT over here. That's why I was jumping around here a little. I missed the first shot, but pretty much got it with the second. Ooh, this is actually a very nice pause. So look, the effects are rotating. CRPA, this dude. Then let's just get into his. As you can see, you can pretty much see my muzzle flash here. He noticed that I shot at him after the first shot, which is what I assume he was doing. Well, I'm just gonna call it evasive maneuvers. But that was a little too late. I actually missed him here. I think a teammate got him in the turret here, and then I disabled him. Actually threw a center of mass shot. I think I got him here. So this actually went fairly well in the Panzer 2H for quite a while. But, well, as you could see, I am only at 3 deaths, so I'm going to die in this again. Interestingly enough, not to aircraft at all. I don't believe any of the aircrafts that attacked me throughout the match in this vehicle actually managed to harm me. Which is very funny because this thing dies so incredibly easily to aircraft. Also a reason why you could call it mini Tiger actually. And then while I was kinda scuttling over here, which is something I would also repeat with another vehicle. Because I think this is pretty much one of the best routes you can take. You just kinda go over here, and then you either continue forward, or you do what I did and get closer over here. Especially on lower BRs, I believe I tend to get into this area. At higher BRs, I'd probably stay over there. Actually, you don't get this match too much in higher BRs anyway, so it's not that much of an issue. I didn't spot that M2A4 or that SU-76. I didn't actually, it took me a very long time until I started spotting that. Which was very unfortunate. Because I remember roughly it killing my teammate. As you can see, here's the M13. I think, yeah, I spotted him here. I believe at least, and then I continued driving and, well, engaged him. He was actually, I think, the most... Actually, no, I didn't spot him at all. I was just sitting here like a fucking idiot, looking around until he pretty much started shooting again. It took a minute to, well, aim at his gunner and driver. In fact, I didn't manage to hit either of them, which was fucking fantastic, but I got him with the next shot at least. 1345. Yeah, I then was just kind of scuttling around, right? I believe nothing actually happened for a bit. Yeah, nothing happened for a bit. I was just driving around trying to figure out... Oh yeah, right, this M22 kind of spawned, I believe, there. Then drove here. So I went on to, well, shoot at it. Got his transmission, as you can see. Aiming to take another shot because I shot too early. Got it with the second. Now pay attention to that B18, I didn't. I also didn't pay attention to this. Funnily enough, this dude didn't manage to actually damage me. And, well, there's this B18. I was actually, if I just continued on, I would have easily evaded him completely. Then I kinda just stopped, and then I stopped again, me directly in his line of flight. Luckily enough, he completely missed his bomb. I have no idea what he was doing there. I kinda failed at taking out the M15. And oh yeah, actually the plane managed to get my breach actually. Which, that's actually something I didn't realize during the match, is this P400 was the one that got my breach. Oh, well, damaged that. So I had to kinda hide here and repair. Absolutely nothing happened. For a solid minute, I believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, this dude kinda just yeeted through. No idea what his mission was during the match, but, well, I suppose he was having fun at least. I was incredibly unsure what to do here, literally driving circuits. Then I kinda figured to get out of here, and I continued moving. This is the P400 that damaged my breach, and that's the M2A4 I didn't manage to spot at all. I can already see it here in the replay, even without the markers I would be able to. But somehow I didn't spot him at all during the match. And now watch this, I'm literally sitting next to him. But I also see that P400 moving, so I align my barrel. And actually managed to destroy its steering, I believe it was, so it just literally crashed down. What I did spot, opposed to that guy, was the Chiha, somehow. I didn't spot this one. I didn't hear him or anything. When I realized he was there, well, this happened. Which was very unfortunate, but it happens. And here we are fast forward about 2 minutes or so. Took me a bit to actually get somewhere, although this thing was stupidly fast. I took the exact same route as with the Panzer II up onto here pretty much, as you can see. And I believe I was shooting that M2A4. Yeah, I started shooting that guy. I barely hit him here. I don't know what I even credit, because the engine was already dead, right? Here I set it on fire actually, and here I got the turret. I unfortunately didn't see the stupid Su-76. Also, this name popped up a lot during the match for me. But yeah, why this was very unfortunate, you can maybe see over there my teammate. But I didn't figure out that the Su-76 was there at all. I actually actively looked. What? The M3A3 was just approaching. I was, as you can see, trying to look over here. And this, just in kind of in panic, I just shot, missed. We both charged each other and I actually won this confrontation. I'm pretty sure he was at least as surprised to see me as I was surprised to see him. Luckily it went well for me, not so much for him. And I believe my teammate just, squad mate just kinda ditched over there. I think he bounced off the Su-76 or failed to penetrate it with his AA thingy. And the other teammate, the Su-76, just killed, or didn't actually do anything. And this is when I started engaging it. After it luckily missed me. I could have very well died here if he actually didn't miss me. And I went on. The next engagement actually took a little. I was continuing to get closer to the spawn. Here you can see Dr. Drugslug, that is why I said he fell into my eyes a couple of times. As you can see, I tried to actively avoid the spawn, but I kind of realized, I think during the small stop I actually looked into the the statistics, and realized there was only that one guy. So I started shooting at him. To no one's surprise, I actually managed to deal with the GE very quickly. Although, while spawn camping is bad, the match was pretty much over. I think the last 2 or 3 kills were pretty much spawn camping kills, although I tried to avoid it and let this M8 actually drive out of it, I believe. And this is the same guy again, so he was aware that Well, of course he was the same guy again, because he was the last one. But he was aware of me, so I let him drive up here. We realigned myself, and well, for some reason he wasn't shooting. I was, however, so well, he died. I believe he respawned 2 more times actually. Guy was very resilient. I would comment him more, but you know, he did kill my squad right earlier. Here actually almost got botched. Again, I don't immediately want to engage him, A, because spawn protection, and B, well, I don't actually like engaging targets in spawn. Here we both missed each other. I missed because of the fence. He shot too low, then he shot too high. He actually hit. But luckily for me, that actually didn't do anything. I'm not even... He kind of just hit me at the shield here. And there was absolutely no spawning behind my vehicle. As you can see, the dude is just red. And I got him again. Which is really unfortunate for him. He actually in fact spawned again, but as you can see from the timer already being only 16 seconds apart from the match, and he didn't actually manage to spawn again, and our team captured the point. This was pretty much the match here, but as you can see, here he actually spawned on a T-26 again. So I also believe he was alive. Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually the dude that shot me in his AVT earlier. Or was it this one? I'm actually not sure anymore. But yeah, this match was actually a lot of fun with my squad mate over here and my friend. It was actually quite funny because I was Product also making the joke because he was complaining about how garbage the teams are because they were garbage apparently in his matches. He taught me a bit about it. And I said as a joke I can easily offset the garbage teams, right? I can just, you know, it's not because he was just kind of out of it. He still had to grind some bit, but he wasn't really motivated anymore, so I tried to motivate him with the joke that I can take on, or that I can offset the bad team and replace other teammates. Apparently that actually kind of worked, because, you know, a team consists of 16 people, I actually got 17. Although it must be noted, this of course, even at lower BRs, isn't my average match, right? So I'm not trying to show this off because I like to brag. Can also look at this. Yeah, absolute garbage match, 4 deaths, 1 kill. I believe I was actually trying to drive the Japanese, didn't go away at all. Also absolute garbage match, and I was very tired. But still, garbage match is garbage match. There's also a lot of others where I wasn't tired or anything like that. That didn't go well. This was actually, just in general, a really fun match I kinda wanted to talk about. And I wanted to figure out how I will handle this entire replay format thing, if I'm actually actively doing that. So if you actually managed to watch through until here, maybe tell me if you like this, and if you'd like me to review other reviews or replays, and maybe also of other people, and how you would prefer it if I watch it beforehand and just kind of clip around the scenes where nothing happens, because I can write them down where the engagements happens, etc. Or if you would prefer if I went in blind, which then again would probably end in or end up with the video being longer than it needs to be. So I'd actually like your opinion on that, assuming you watched until here. If you did, well, thank you. This actually took longer than anticipated. But yeah, thank you for watching, and maybe see you again. Goodbye.